Hi, my name is Brianna and I own Tiki Girl in Ventura, California. If you are watching this video, that means you just got hired, so congratulations, or you may just be watching it for fun. In that case, let's jump right in and talk about the mission statement of Tiki Girl, our core customer service goals, and my expectations from my team, and some examples on how to implement those things. Okay, here we go. So the mission statement is kind of a recent thing for me, and I have a couple stories that I grew up with that have always affected me about retail. So that's kind of how I came up with a mission statement. The first one was, I remember when I got kind of my first job in Santa Barbara at the mat counter. I went into this expensive store and I was gonna buy this really expensive lace tank top. And I walk in so proud to spend my money at this place, and not a single one of the employees gave me a second look. It's like they had sized me up and down, knew I wasn't really gonna buy anything, and probably knew that I could only afford, well, they had no idea. They didn't know. That's the whole point. They didn't know what I could afford, but they judged me right away. And I'll never forget that feeling of not even wanting to buy this tank top that I wanted so badly because I was treated so poorly. Not even treated anyway, but completely ignored by the staff. So part of my mission statement is to just kind of delight and inspire people with our customer service. And the whole mission statement in general is to delight customers with our goods and our customer service. So another thing that kind of goes along with that same story is, I remember in my 20s, everything I liked was expensive. There wasn't any knockoffs, there was no Zara, there was no H&M, there was no Forever 21, nothing like that. I'm not gonna tell you how old I am, but just to let you know, those things didn't exist yet. Amazon wasn't even a thing. I don't think. They only sold books at the time. So I couldn't find anything that I really liked, and everything I liked was expensive. When I bought Tiki Girl and became the new owner in 2011, I remember thinking, if I'm going to be successful, I need to sell things to the demographic I want, which was like trending women in their 20s to 40s, even 50s. And I want it to be affordable for them. I want people to be able to buy a few things at a time as opposed to one expensive yellow tank top. So that's kind of my story on how I came up with the mission statement. And really, that's my only goal with the store. I just want people to be excited about our products and excited about our customer service, because it's not that important for me that somebody buys everything in the stores. Every customer has to purchase something. Like, sales are definitely the end goal, because that's how we all survive and live off of the store, but it's really that people walk away with a great impression of Tiki Girl. So that's the mission statement, which kind of leads us right into how I think customers should be greeted and treated in the store. So right away, when a customer walks in, I want my sales associates to greet them, say, welcome in, welcome to Tiki Girl. You can say, my name is Brianna. Please let me know if you need help with anything. My name is Brianna. We just got a new drop of goods. They're kind of all in this section. My name is Brianna. We're having a big sale right now. It's 20% off. So what you want to do is greet the customer, kind of give them information right off the bat, and then let them walk around a little bit, check in on them, but don't be too overbearing. I find that when somebody's kind of like holding something up and looking at it for a while, that means that they're interested in it. So you could drop a comment like, oh, I just saw that on somebody, it looks really cute, or that comes in another color, or hey, I have a picture of that on Instagram or on our website, let me pull it up and show it to you. So I feel like you're giving somebody information about that product, which will help inspire them to potentially try it on. Another thing that you can do to engage in conversation with somebody and make them feel welcome and comfortable and trust you is compliment them. Like, complimenting somebody is one of the easiest ways to open up a conversation. So when you say, I mean, I think complimenting somebody is so easy. I can find something I like about everyone. So you can say like, oh my gosh, I love your bag. Where did you get it? And if you're a talkative person or you have something in common with that person, the conversation will just start flowing and you won't have to worry about feeling awkward or uncomfortable or making this customer feel awkward or uncomfortable with you just kind of like being in this small space of the store. Another thing that you can do is inform, like on some of our smaller like home and gift goods, is inform somebody of like the origin of it, or if it's a local item, be like, hey, that's a Daniela Manini print that you're looking at. She's a local artist and she does all of these beach scenes, and that's one of our local beaches, Rincon. So things like that you can just like pop in and offer information just to make people feel like they're seen and that you care, that they're in the store. So yeah, so those are the three main things. So you welcome people in and you introduce yourself, you give them some information about what's happening in the store, and then you offer your assistance. I'm going to make a separate video of how to handle dressing room interactions, and that kind of goes along the same lines of this whole thread. But for now, let me continue into my next section. Okay, so that's really like my main thing for people coming into the store. I just want them to feel seen and feel comfortable, and I don't want the sales associates to worry about selling something to this person. I really just want you to make sure that customer has a great experience, because the sales will follow after that, and that's that. That's just how it is. So number 2, a big rule on the sales floor for me is never ever talk badly about another person. This drives me crazy. This is probably my number 1 biggest pet peeve. When you walk into a store and you hear the sales associates talking crap about somebody, because that's just like, oh, are they going to talk crap about me too when I leave? Or they're not even paying attention to me. They're just talking about this person, and it could be anyone. It could be Kim Kardashian or their mom or whoever, but you never know who knows somebody in a small town, and it's just bad form to talk badly about somebody, especially at work. If you are busy and you can't get to someone, like if the store is super busy, I always want you to make sure to just, it's okay to just kind of like yell across the store if you're ringing somebody up, and just acknowledge them and say, I'm so sorry, I see you, I'll be right with you, thank you for your patience. So that's another thing that you can say. One thing to know about me is that I'll never be upset or reprimand somebody or hold it against someone for making a mistake. So mistakes are part of being a human, and everybody makes mistakes. If you are deliberately doing something that is going to cause harm to Tiki Girl or the team, that's a different situation, and we have a list of rules that you'll be going over in our rules and procedures packet that outlines all of our rules and kind of our policies when it comes to write-ups. But it's really important to know that I think that mistakes happen. I'm not going to be mad at anybody, but please do let me know if you do make a mistake, or let our manager know if you make a mistake, because that way I can address the issue and change our procedures to keep it from happening in the future. So that's what it is about that. Another thing you need to know is you are part of a larger team. So if you are not performing or living up to, you know, just like your basic requirements of the job, please feel free to talk to me about why you don't think you are. Other people's livelihood is depending on your performance. That's why we are a team. So it's not just me depending on you to make money for me. It's like almost 10 people. So we all really put a lot of effort into doing our best, and that's what I expect any new associates or any new employees coming on to the crew to really keep that in mind. A few rules that are really big for me on the sales floor is to not have your cell phone on the floor. So the cell phone has to be put away in the back, and you can't be excessively checking it. And this is just because, I mean, even me, if I have my cell phone in front of me, it's like second nature at this point. Everyone picks it up. If there's a notification, you're gonna pick it up, and it just happens. Like, that's just part of everybody's life. So it's kind of like an out of sight, out of mind thing, hopefully in the back, in your cubby, so you're not bothered by it and you can really stay focused on our mission and our customers. Again, you know, don't excessively run to the back and check your phone. If you need to take a 10-minute break and just get all your business done right then and there, that's much better than just checking it a bunch of times. Or if you have to leave early because there's a situation, then we can make that happen for you too. So one other thing I wanted to touch upon in terms of customer service is if you feel like any other sales associate isn't living up to the expectations and the procedures and rules that I have laid out, please let me or a manager know so we can talk to that person and find out if there's anything going on with them. It will be done confidentially, so I'm not gonna say, oh, so-and-so said this about you and I wanna talk to you about it. So nobody ever has to worry about being thrown under the bus in any way. So I really try hard to make sure that any complaints or anything like that are kept confidential. And that's pretty much it. Let me just check my list here. Yep. Compliments, offer welcome assistance. Yeah. So that's pretty much sums it up with my general customer service tips. And I will be creating another video, like I said, about kind of merchandising racks and fixing holes in the store in terms of like when something's sold out and it needs to be replaced, and dressing room etiquette. Oh, I do have one more thing. Okay, so one more big thing for me is never say I don't know. So if you pick something up, if you see a customer pick something up and they ask you, oh, do you have this in another size? And you know it's the only one, don't say, I don't know. You know, do some investigation to see if we have it online as well and offer that to our customers. Say, oh, look, we have this online. Here's the link. There is, you know, this item in your size left. Or if a customer asks you about a particular like skincare product and they say, oh, is there XYZ in this? Don't say, I don't know. Pick up the skincare product, read the back of it, all the information is on the label. Utilize Google. We have an iPad at the store for those reasons. Always say, let me find out, or that's a good question. I'm just learning the answers to these things. Let me see if I can find out from another associate. And just make sure you are always being able and ready to help that customer, because if you say I don't know, you're just cutting off the conversation for a future sale, right? And that person is in the store for a reason, genuinely curious about this item, and that would mean that we're not doing our job if we just cut off that engagement for them. So yeah, that's pretty much it, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any more questions, and there is loads more information in our rules and procedures document as well. Thank you.